boys and girls, this is the second time you're going to read The Wooden Apple. But this time you're going to read it for a different reason. You're going to read it to notice places where the author wants you to draw an inference, okay? So in each book, you have 2 pages with a sticky note. When you come to that page, I want you to put your sticky note on a sentence that has a text clue. And remember, there are 3 clues that we've learned about. The author sometimes uses A for action, or they use D, dialogue. So it might be an action, it could be dialogue, or the IT stands for inner thoughts. So it's not words that are spoken. These are words that the author has in the book, but they aren't actually said out loud. They're what the character is thinking. Those are the clues that you're looking for. So once you put your sticky note on the clue, then you're going to go in your journals and you're going to use that chart to put the page number where you found the sticky note, where you have the sticky note. What kind of clue was it? Was it something the character did, something the character said, or something the character thought? And then you're going to write your inference. So I'm going to model for you what to do. So go open to page 2. And I think there's this, in the middle of the page 2, it says, long ago were the days when I crammed 3 slices of bread slathered in molasses into my mouth before running off to school. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, well, does that tell me any inference about how he's feeling? I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, I think I have a better place where it says, I cut my lone dry slice of bread into 9 equal pieces. So he's taking 1 piece of bread. He used to stuff 3 pieces in his mouth, but now he takes 1 piece of bread. And he puts on, how many pieces does he make it into? 9. And he chews it 32 times. All right, so here's what I think. The author wants me to make an inference here. So I'm going to put my sticky note and I'm going to draw an arrow to that sentence right there. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Now I'm going to go to my chart. So this is page number 2. Now I have to ask myself, is this something he said? Nope, there's no quotation marks. Is it something he does? Yes. So what am I going to put here? A, action. A for action. Okay? And then my inference is that Theo wants to make his bread last a long time. It's to make his bread last. Because you know what? That's all he's going to get to eat. So we're really going to stretch your thinking today as you're reading. All right, so we're ready to go. Go ahead and start reading. Hey, Jay, I want you to talk to me about the inference you're making right here. Why did they send Anna? Do you remember?
Yes, because she was the skinniest.
She was the skinniest. What inference can you make about why her parents sent the skinniest kid to Theo's house?
To make it look like they were starving.
Right. Are they starving now?
No, probably not.
Well, actually they are starving. But if they send the skinniest kid, then how might the parents feel? How might Theo's parents feel?
They might feel sad for her.
Might feel even, maybe we can come up with a word better than sad.
Gloomy.
Gloomy, compassionate, right? So if they send the scrawniest kid, that's an inference. So that's an action that the author put in there to make me realize that the parents of Anna want some food, and they think, hey, if we send our skinniest kid,
then they'll give us food.
Excellent. Keep going. What just happened?
The soldiers just came in and knocked, and
his dad said
that to get his room ready for the soldiers, that they'll be staying with them.
And that's when he felt like his feet were glued to the floor. And he stared back at him, mouth open.
Like surprised.
Surprised. I think so too. I think he's shocked and surprised that
that the soldiers were staying with them.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm going to put this up here just to help you guys. A stands for action. D stands for dialogue. And IT is inner thought. Okay? Just to help you. Okay, so talk to me about your inference.
I think Theo got nervous because he thought they were taking away his dad, but they're staying with him. So
So you marked the place where the text says,
my feet felt glued to the floor.
okay, let's talk about, first of all, what kind of text clue that is. Okay, so action means his feet really are glued to the floor. Are they glued to the floor?
No.
Is it anything he did?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe. Well, you might argue in that. How would it be an action? Actually, I'm going to go back on that. So tell me about why you thought it was an action.
Because like he wasn't talking and he wasn't thinking about anything. So.
And he's not. His feet are glued to the floor. That means he's not.
He's not moving.
Not moving. So you could say that's an action. He's not moving. Okay. So then, what's your inference? The fact that he doesn't move when his dad says,
go to your room. I think he got a little bit scared.
okay, so that's your inference. He was afraid because
the German soldiers were going into his room.
okay. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to talk about the inferences that you made. So what I'd like you to do is go to your chart and choose one. Put a star by the one you'd like to share in our discussion today, the inference that you made.
Let's see if I can draw some.
Okay? And then you're going to share with us what you were thinking. Who'd like to go first? AJ.
In page 4, there was an action. He said he was thinking that his feet were glued to the floor, and I think he did that because he was fearful because the soldiers were sleeping in his room.
Right. It kind of indicates how his feeling was. Yes. On that page, I want you to go down to the next. We didn't make any inferences about his dad. So I want you to read that sentence at the very bottom of page 4. Son, move it. So what can we infer about his father by that dialogue?
He's a little angry about his son not moving.
Exactly. So that kind of communicates, again, another feeling, right? And then keep going. And what happens? What action does Theo take then on that last page? What does he say?
He backed up.
Toward my room. I backed up toward my room. Who wants to make an inference about that action?
He was scared.
He was kind of scared, but
But he still did it.
he did it anyway. He was obedient. Yes. Okay. And Yarly.
I have one in page 11. It says,
Everybody turn to page 11.
I realized that I actually been looking forward to having them with us for our Christmas celebration.
That's a great place to make an inference. So what kind of inference was that?
It was like a thought. And I feel like he was sad that they were leaving because he wanted them to be with them for the Christmas celebration.
Right. And that's a change in his personality, isn't it? What caused the change, Yarly?
When they were leaving.
But what caused him to change his feelings about the soldiers?
When the Germans helped his brother.
Yeah, saved his brother. Very good.